Hey Jellicles, and welcome to your Wednesday. Thank you everyone. Oh, and thank you for joining us here today. I'd like to thank everyone for their messages of support last week when I couldn't be here. But it's great to be back with all you wonderful guys. Thank you. So today we have two very special guests. First up, she's a runner-up for Wednesday. It's Melanie!
Hi Rossi, it's great to be here.
Thank you for joining us here today, Melanie. So, we're going to talk about your favorite costume today. So, what is your favorite costume?
Well, one of the favorite costumes that I've seen has to be Mooney's Play-Doh. I love the painting so much. It's just so pretty.
I've been lucky enough to see Mooney's Play-Doh in person, and the paintwork is truly beautiful.
And another one of my favorite costumes would have to be Tyra Fruck's Pouncible costume that she made, I don't know how recently, but it looks, I just love it. I love the hatching, I love how clean it is, I just love it.
You know, again, I'm going to have to agree with you there, Melanie. Tyra Fruck's Pouncible costume truly is beautiful, and what I love about Tyra Fruck's work is that especially she manages to always take a risk in something and it always pays off. Like, for example, she's currently working on an OC with some blue in it. I'm sure you've all seen it in the work in progress thread. And yeah, I mean, she's taking a risk with the blue and it's really paid off. I mean, if you look at the warmers or the wig, they're really beautiful. So, Melanie, tell me, what is your favorite piece?
One of my favorite pieces that I've made is my Kilo wig, as you can see. Right. It's not in the best shape right now. It needs a good brush and a little bit of a restyle, but I'm super happy with like the color blends and just the general how I made it. And it was my first wig ever, so it's really special to me.
Well, let's hear it for first wig, everyone. Come on. Thank you. So, Mel, can I call you Mel? I'm going to call you Mel anyway. Thank you. So, Mel, who are your favorite costumers on the board? I mean, who do you most aspire to work like?
I have to say that I have two absolutely favorite costumers on the CCDB. One being Toxic, because I'm in awe of the amount of work she produces and how amazingly authentic it looks. I really want to be able to paint unitards like she does one day. She's just phenomenal. I love her.
Well, it's no secret that I have one or two of Toxic's pieces in my collection. Thank you.
I also really love Shadow's work. It's so pretty, and I just love her painting style and her knitting style, and she's amazing too.
What I love especially about Shadow's work is that she does a lot of stuff outside of the cat's costuming world, like her corset work is truly beautiful. Thanks for sharing with us, Shadow. I mean, if I had to name some of my favorite costumers, aside from the ones you've already mentioned, I mean, I would have to say that I love the work of Roxanne, our beautiful Saturday. Thanks, guys. I mean, I love some of her. She does some really interesting work outside of the box. I mean, her tiger, her shade, the one from Jungle Book. You know who I'm talking about, right? Well, I love that costume. I thought that was a great whole costume. I thought that was beautiful, and she's got so many other pieces like that. I mean, the Cheshire Cat unitard she's currently painting, I think it's beautiful. I mean, when I saw that on Saturday on her vlog, I mean, I was just blown away. Like, I'm sure all you were too. And another favorite costumer of mine has got to be Ina. I mean, she does so much, and she works so hard for the people she makes costumes for. I mean, I love every piece of hers I've ever seen, and I'm lucky enough that recently I was able to purchase a pair of leg warmers from her, which she made for my Griddlebone costume. And, I mean, I just love them. You know, there's so much. You can tell she's clearly thought a lot about what I'd said and pictures of the costume I'd posted. And, I mean, she really gives a lot into her work. So, Mel, tell me, when you're making a costume, what is your least favorite part of that costume to make?
My least favorite part of a cat's costume to make would have to be sewing on the fluffies. My most recent costume, I decided that I had to hand sew on organza fluffies, and it took forever. I hate fluffing unitards. I mean, it looks really pretty, but it takes forever.
Well, it has been truly great to have Mel with us today. I'm sure you'll all agree. Melanie, thank you for joining me.
Well, thanks for having me, Cass. It was lovely.
You're too kind. Everyone's here for Melanie, please. Thank you. Now, next up, we've got something quite special for you. We got a video link direct to, someone wrote it down for me because I can't pronounce it, Canada, which is apparently a real place. Thank you. Let's join Theo now. Hello, Theo, can you hear me? Hello?
This is Theo reporting from Canada, the potentially imaginary place that some of you don't believe exists. But this is proof, see? Because it's here, so it exists. Anyways, I am to talk about being new in the community. Yay! I am relatively new-ish. I started about a year ago or so. What got me involved in the community is kind of a funny story.
I don't.
Basically, I have this friend who randomly showed me the cat's video after not having seen it for 20 years. That's a lie. 15 years. And then I remembered that I love it. And then I wanted to do a Halloween costume of it. And then I discovered CCDB. And then I discovered Toxic, who made me my first costume, which was Alonzo, which there are pictures of on CCDB. Also on Facebook, if you have me there. If not, then add me. Anyways, some of the first people I met were ABT, Kitty Cat, Aaron, Leprechaun Gangster. Basically everybody I went to Wicked with are the first people that I met. And they're all awesome. I've run into a bunch of other people. Oh, Emma as well. She's probably the first person I met in the fandom, so she deserves special recognition. Thanks, Emma. Then I met people like Rossi, and all of the rest of you CCDBers who helped me with my failures of makeup and all that jazz. What else did I do? Let's see. I don't know. My first costume was Alonzo, like I said. I really enjoyed that. I think that Alonzo is a very underrated character. As Rossi, I'm sure, will agree with me, as we both have toxic Alonzos. Which makes us twins. Except not.
I think we've lost transition to Canada. Canadian? Never mind. But hopefully we'll get him back soon. I'd just like to end now with a final thought. Oh. But before I do that, I would like to just say, I'd like to give my personal condolences and hope that all of our friends and brothers and sisters in the places affected by Hurricane Irene are okay, that everyone has managed to, that everyone in their family is okay, and that extending that further, that the effects aren't too bad, and that everyone can go about their lives. To answer some of the questions that I seem to have missed recently, my house is a Slytherin. In Hogwarts, I am a Slytherin, which is fine. I'm happy with being pure evil. Thank you. I would like to think that my Patronus would be either an owl or a bumblebee, something that flies, you know. I think that'd be really cool. Yeah. Okay. And there was another question, but I've forgotten what that was. Thank you. So my final thought this evening is, when you're growing up, it's hard to know who you are unless you dress up in Lycra and let other people judge you. So, parents out there, if your kid's getting to that age where, they're growing and starting to feel a bit awkward, I think it's best to just get them either a Victoria costume or something equally embarrassing and soul-destroying, and then take pictures and show all their school friends. Okay.